Alright, time to start another Oni stream. Let's get into it immediately. Remember where I stopped. If I remember correctly, we were setting up the not the steam refinery, the steel refinery. And the cooling system for it, because it's gonna overheat a lot. Okay, yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, most of this is already set up. Toilet out of order. What do you mean toilet out of order? Ah, that's probably because it's paused. Yep. So we have flooding reported. Ah, this thing. Because the water doesn't have anywhere to go. But it's actually going pretty well all around. We're actually making more water than we can utilize here. I'm considering putting a door here since this is now overflowing. Where's the water dropping? It's dropping into our oil supply, which is fine because we don't care about that. But I would... What's this? Ethanol. How did ethanol get here? There's more ethanol here. Is something leaking? Doesn't seem to be. That's peculiar. We have some ethanol in the air. That is peculiar. And it might be something connected to this. This is overheating. I think this is because it's 80 degrees. Actually, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. It don't matter. We're not dependent on this thing right now to begin with, so it's fine. And this will be pumped out when when the water becomes necessary for that. These things, they take what? How much? 35 kilograms per cycle. So yeah, each one of them, that's a couple of hundreds. This will be fine. Yeah, this is probably element damage because ethanol is getting soaked up, so it's probably ethanol that's doing the wrong element damage. We don't care about that though. I want to finish this so that we can start making steel. This is on 9, so where are you? There's 8 tons of iron, so I know you have enough iron. Could you finish this, please? So we can start making steel and then start making this properly. I make a bunker here with a door here. That'll be one, and that'll be our test bunker. And then we can start making bunkers for the solar array. I don't know how these puffs came over up here. I guess they were following where the polluted oxygen was going, but they won't survive for long there. water here. We have some extra water here as well, so let's clean up that as well. So it doesn't evaporate unnecessary polluted oxygen. This is doing fine. Yeah, this is wrong element damage. But what's in here to be damaged? Probably the pipes themselves. Although it shouldn't be. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Doesn't bug me. Okay, so this is now fixed. We need quite an amount of steel. And that also means we need a lot of iron for that steel. So let's start with 10. I'm also gonna put in 10 refined carbon. And we will also... I think I've already crushed a significant amount of lime. Oh, we are doing a lot of lime. Already have 64 kilograms of lime, so that's good. No, we have 5 kilograms of lime. There's 50 kilograms of eggshells to break for lime. Okay. That's actually on a lower priority. So we're gonna put on priority 8. Because I want to make that as fast as they can. I'm going to assume that the insufficient oxygen generation is still just because of the... Oh, no, no, no. The oxygen isn't flowing. Why is it oxygen not flowing? Did this thing stop? Because the hydrogen backed up. Okay, so this became a problem far sooner than I thought it would be. What's this? Oh, we're gonna be getting a lot of wrong element damage. How is this even possible? Where is this being pumped from? Oh, this is pumping this part. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's because I didn't get this out of the way before I close this pump. So there will be some wrong element damage, but nothing that we can't repair. It was my bad for not putting that into a proper environment first and didn't put in a filter, but that's okay. We can always fix some wrong element damage. That's nothing to worry about. What we need to resolve right away is the hydrogen being backed up. So I'm going to disable this so that and enable these because we need to start utilizing our hydrogen as soon as possible. Also, I'm gonna put toggle. Oh, this is for new duplicants. Very high for everybody so that they do toggles right away. Perfect. Because we need to start using that hydrogen so that we can start making oxygen again. And I'm going to probably need to make another hydrogen tank. Cancel it. This happens when I don't pay attention and things go out of hand. I didn't count on having too much hydrogen. Usually there is a deficit of hydrogen. Okay, let's put this on a higher priority. Actually, let's put this on the highest priority since we want this to be done as soon as possible. Okay, oxygen production is back on track. It's lagging a bit. Okay, that's perfect. We're going to abstain from using this thing for the time being. As long as we have natural gas, we don't really need that. Like I said, we will be seeing some wrong element damage because of some other gases getting into the mix, but at this point that's unavoidable. I'll take those eggs for the time being. Did these... Ah, yeah, perfect. So, yeah, for the time... see, we will be dragging some other gases, fluid oxygen and stuff, but that's my fault because I didn't... Oh, I have to clear that out because that will be creating more polluted oxygen. So we want that cleared out before we continue. And there's even more polluted water here. Probably gonna need to make another vat for polluted water since I'm getting so much of it. Yeah, we're definitely making more polluted water than we can actually use. Right now these things are not even using water. Which brings us again to the same old question, should we bottle it up? And again, I could make a jacuzzi. I think a jacuzzi cools off the water. It has to come in at a cozy temperature, but it doesn't specify what cozy temperature is. I think it's around 30 degrees. I'm not really sure. We could try it out. Yeah, see? That's from wrong elements. Because there's oxygen and other stuff going inside. Yeah, this'll clear out eventually. I'm just gonna live with it for the time being. Okay, we've got rid of the hydrogen block, so that's going well. And how is this going? This is still going strong, so at this point I don't think we have anything to worry about. This should go swimmingly. Okay, it takes a lot of steel to make bunker tiles though. It's 100 steel per tile. And that's a lot. So we'll be using a lot of metal for this. And that means I will need more iron. I have 7 tons left, but that's nowhere near enough. We need more iron. There are some scattered iron deposits, but nothing significant really. I would like a really big patch of iron. And lo and behold, this is an iron volcano. Let's try and block this thing before it actually activates. Now this is unlimited source of iron. The problem is that iron is gonna come at 2500 degrees Celsius. And this ice biome will barely make a dent in cooling it off. Transporting it to that cooler we're making up there isn't achievable. Because while I'm transporting it, it will transfer the heat all over the place. So that's not really something we can do. How about something else? We can also collect all the iron that comes in the asteroids from here. There's a bunch of it being dropped. There's 24 kilograms of here, 12 kilograms here, and it keeps dropping more and more. So we do have renewable sources of iron apart from volcanoes. We could use Sweepy to collect stuff to the volcano from the volcano, but I need to cool it before I can use it, and that's really not doable. Not from this position anyway. I want to know where is the polluted water coming from? I can only assume that this polluted water is coming from overflow here when he passed through. So could you guys clear this out? This is probably melting, and that's some of the polluted water that's coming through there, but not all of it. Mop until you drop. Yeah, this is... because I'm careless and I didn't think of that properly, now I'm going to be suffering some element damage further, and that's gonna drain some gold, but not significant amounts, so it's fine, I don't care. As long as it's working, it's fine by me. How is this going along? So temperature has risen from -10 to -2 just from those 10. Not even 10, 6 pieces. So it is a significant increase in temperature, and since we keep working on it, it'll be even more. But that's fine. This whole place is set up so that it can work even through the temperature increase. All the places are melting, plenty of water being dropped, which is another reason why I could dig out the biomes all the way to abyssalites and just leave the abyssalite walls. It would stop me from having to clean up the messes all the time. Okay, did you now clean it all up? This is algae, okay. Now there should be nothing in there except natural gas. So hopefully that's settled down. Okay. Now that volcano. Can I do something with that volcano? Because I really want to utilize a volcano. I could pipe that cold hydrogen over here and use it to cool it. So I could let the iron drip into a tray over here. Although I will have to close that entire tray with a gate on the side so that when it grows solid I can mine it out. No, that won't work. But what could work is I could put the iron coming from here into a water basin, or even, no, not petroleum, petroleum will blow up. Into a, yeah, so a water basin which is cooled. I could drop the iron into it, so I can use an auto sweeper to collect the iron that solidifies, and then use that. Sorry, and then use that to be cooled. We'll play it when I run out of iron that I can collect. We're gonna play with that volcano. Right now, we're not gonna be playing with that volcano. We'll ignore that volcano for the time being. I didn't really investigate the whole map yet, so there's probably still iron deposits left that I haven't discovered. And since we have it, Gloria. Yeah, I should really stop smoking. If I was a smoker, that would make sense. But I'm not. I'm just coffee. As in alcohol. I need a drink. That'll fix it. Anyway, what we're striving for today is getting the space set up. First part of that is setting up this telescope, and then setting up the solar arrays, and then setting up the launch pad. I'm probably gonna put a launch pad here, just because. Oh, hold on. Can I deconstruct these? I cannot. Then it'll be here, but it'll be a massive thing. Yeah, these things deliver iron, so to speak, but it's a dangerous game to play. Barbecue, please, yes. We are 300 cycles in. Oh, we've made some steel. Let's make more steel. I like to make it in increments. Temperature is good, so far so good. And let's start making that a bunker. We have enough for 10 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh, there we go. And we're gonna put a gate. I'm actually running out of copper, so we're gonna stop using copper for a time being. I think I didn't even mine all the copper out from the... Yeah, we still have some copper here. But the copper is the only metal which isn't available anywhere else in the biome. At least not on an ideal asteroid. So we don't want to utilize all of it. Some wolframite here, which isn't iron. We need iron. So on this side we seem to have a slime biome and another purple biome. So there could be some iron here. We're gonna see where we can dig. We have been digging towards this area before, and we reached the end here. There is another geyser there, which we are not really interested in. This is a cool steam one, which we're not interested in. We might... telescope idle. So we've opened up the area. So this is endgame, these two. Although I think you can go in further, yeah. Oh, they added quite a bit. Last time I was playing with rockets, I think 50,000 kilometers was the... Oh, 90,000 kilometers was the top. Okay, so telescope is idle. I can't use it because it doesn't have a clear shot to the sky. We will have to dig all of this out so we can look into the sky. But that's for later. For now, we just need to make an environment in which the telescope can actually work. There we go. We will need the bunker gates. Can't remember where those are. Where are the bunker gates? It could also be that I'm mistaking something. Ah, bunker door, there it is. I need half a ton of steel just for that. So yeah, we will be doing a lot of steel. Essentially all we're making now is steel. So what's this missing? Waiting for material, insufficient resources, iron. Oh, somebody has to deliver it. Okay. And we might actually start digging the biomes out. Although it doesn't make much sense in doing so. At least in some areas. I mean, it makes sense if you want to find materials, but it does... Oh, there's iron here. Not such a significant. There's some here as well. Yeah, we'll just find a route and we'll dig through. I might just go through here. There is something here which we can check out. Let's just take a route and go. There we go. Good luck, dupes. Don't die. How is this going along? This is coming along swimmingly. Oh, we ran out of eggshells. We have, however, fossils. So let's do that. How are we on the hatches? 8, 6, 6. We don't need any more. We're fine. How are you on pips? Pips, we need some pips. We need at least 2 pips. We are on the last pip, so we need more pips. Savage Beef, yeah, I'm aware, but I don't really like mods. I mean, the mods are great because they can let you do so many things that you can't do in the base game, but I prefer playing it vanilla. Uh, don't ask me why, it's just one of my pet peeves. I like playing things vanilla because it sometimes ruins the basic feel. I like playing with the limitations the game gives you because you have to work around those limitations instead of making those limitations be nullified. So they made that these things can be deconstructed, but the points of interest cannot be. And that's annoying, but at the same time, it forces you to work around it like this is a problem. So because of that, I can actually plan out something alternatively and work from a situation which isn't necessarily beneficial for me. But that way you can learn to adapt to a different situation, and that's what I like. So I like the fact that the game gives me problems. I like the fact that even though I know 99% of everything that goes on in this game, it can still give me a difficult challenge. It can give me a problem that I have to work around. Even though, let's be honest, this is a very, very minor minor problem. There's plenty of... The only reason I wanted to make the launch pad here is because this is a cold biome. But the moment I launch a rocket from here, this entire biome will irrevocably... It'll melt completely, and it won't become a cold biome ever again. Because the amount of temperature that the rocket releases is just... it's volcano grade. Oh, there's iron. Perfect. But I appreciate the tip, Savage Beef, thanks. I also just realized that the first rocket we will be making will be a steam rocket, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is. Also, I just noticed that they changed the graphics for the insulated tile just slightly. This frame is new. Bunker tile. I could make more refineries here, since I'm going to need a lot more steel. That's probably something I should have thought about. Okay. Did we rummage through this? Yes, we did. I also might let another dupe come in, since we have a crap ton of food. We still didn't go through all the pickled meals we had from first 50 cycles. But they're not exactly sad. 42 morale. Yeah, they're good. This will eventually go back when the water cools inside. That gives me an idea. I could actually put a Weesworth here and make the water cool on its own. It's not like we're missing him. This one, however, we don't need. That was a failed experiment. There was some iron here that we wanted to get. Insufficient resources. You're waiting on iron again. Is this... Let's put this on 9. I want somebody to be there. And no printables are available. Copper, 2 tons. Perfect. It'll be used later. Okay. So we are doing... It's full of shovels. I might sacrifice some steel and make a ranch for shovels now. They're essentially infinite meat, but it takes some time to set up. And again, I'm not really suffering for food. Okay, did we... Yes, we did. We still have lots of fossil to break down, so let's break it down. I did put this on Ooh, we only have 6 tons of coal. I guess what I said before now becomes reality. We do need to start digging into the other biomes. Some ice melted, so we have some extra water here now, which also chilled out, which is good. What are we using this water for anyway? Oh yeah, for oxygen. So did we dig through where I was putting them to dig? No, we didn't, but they're on the way. Okay. I did put them up to... Oh, there's more iron here. Good to know. Where was it? Patch of iron that I put them into... Oh, there it is. Perfect. Yeah, that's getting dug through, excavated, whichever word you want to use. So that's going to be some iron, and there is another geyser here. I really want to utilize that volcano. Volcanoes are dangerous, but they are really useful if you can tame them. Taming a volcano, however, that is a long operation. Seriously, what are you doing? Why are you not delivering? Do we have somebody who is prioritized on machining? An operator? Yeah, we do. Abe, move your butt. If we get anybody Any new dupes which are +7 in machining, we're taking them. You picked up snow, but did you come to work? What? Oh, no. I was something else is missing. No, they're just missing iron. Oopsie daisy. I don't want you to come in. Don't come in there. They're now collecting snow. That's having precedence over making iron. Deliver the bloody iron. Why are you not delivering iron? Somebody explain that to me. Why are you not working on iron? Look, all of this beautiful iron sitting here, and there's more all over the place. Deliver it and work. Maybe I have too many things on high priority. I don't. Not really. Do we have any puff eggs we could deliver here? I mean, it would be a waste because the poor things can't even eat anything here because this doesn't make enough polluted oxygen. But they are making some. I'm still considering should I even make a slime farm, because it's really pointless at this point because there's more than enough slime all over the place. I mean, look at this. And that's just the biome underneath me. Look, no point in making in ranching puffs really. Not until the point where you actually pretty much mine out the rest of the entire asteroid. This is now pure natural gas. That's what I like to see. Yeah, some of the last remnants of it here. That's coming in and out. That's fine. I don't care about that anymore. We could. I really want to make this more efficient. Maybe I could put a polluted water tank somewhere in the cold so it just naturally cools over time. And yeah, many plans. That's one of the beauties of this game. You can always line up more projects for yourself. Play around with what you. Oh, seriously, why are you not doing this? Waiting for materials, insufficient resources. Oh, hold on. I am an idiot. Yeah, there's plenty of iron, but there is not enough refined iron. Oh, I keep forgetting that iron ore and iron are two different things. I'm sorry, dupes. It wasn't your fault, it was mine. I just misunderstand your terminology. So yeah, you need the first refined iron. That's why it's so costly. Okay, is that the last piece of ice that now melted there? Or we can expect more floods? And yes, I realized if I actually cleaned up the ice, then this wouldn't have spilled, but shush. End of the party. Okay, hope I won't forget. Now I have to actually check the printouts for dupe, which is going to be good with machining. We're gonna need another operator. Damage overheated. Okay, that's not one of mine, that's just one of them on the map. And we have plenty of iron downstairs, and some over here. Oil reservoir, a zombie flower, which we will be steering long way away from. Oh, more iron here and here, perfect. Already this paid off. But I do have almost 20 tons of iron for now, so we will just work. Oh, sorry about that. I will work with that. Yeah. Should I move this to the left and put another one in here? I don't even have to move it. There's really no reason for this to be on top of the... It just needs coolant. Refinery. And there we go. And we'll have one of them do the refined iron and the other one will be doing the steel. You can see that this water is slowly warming up. It's already at 5 degrees Celsius and it will be becoming warmer and warmer. And when it gets above 20, then this will send a signal and this should start cooling it. Husbandry, no, no, no. Let's dig some pipex. Okay. We're getting coolant in. Yeah, now that I've divided the pipes, it takes a bit longer, but that's fine. You now make steel. And you don't make steel. We only want steel from this one now. That's gonna work just fine. Now, see, 5 degrees, that single splush increased temperature to 5 degrees. We'll see how it works when this gets a signal and starts pumping. I think I connected it correctly. So if this, then this pumps. And when temperature inside of here is above, above 0. Oh yeah, above 0, that's actually good. If it gets above 0, then turn this on. Perfect. Okay, it's insufficient oxygen generation, but not by much. And it's just a matter of pressure because of new tunnels, because this is still having problems pushing oxygen out. Let's check. Yeah, we're still good. More than good. We're even having oxygen some places where there doesn't need to be any oxygen. We have some eggshells. Well, we're gonna put eggshells on forever since we don't get them all that often. We had enough pips, so we're gonna leave that alone. 4 pips are more than enough. But pinch row, let's do that instead. We only have 1 pog shell. And sand is a good filtration medium, and it's also useful for glass. 13 degrees. Bunker tile. And we don't have enough for that, but we will. And where is the sensor? Where is the sensor? Ah, there it is. Space scanner. Sends a green signal to its automation circuits when it detects incoming objects from space. This is something that we will have to make a note of when we actually build a rocket, because we will have to open the doors manually when we launch it, but when it's coming back, if the bunker doors are closed, we're gonna ruin the rocket and kill the dupe that's coming in it. And that would be bad. We want to avoid that. Let's make this floor, proper floor. Plenty of salt here. We could actually increase the quality of our food by breaking that salt down. Do we have yeah, salt to table salt. We have 12 tons on it, so yeah, why not? Break some salt. Salt will be used on these tables, and it will increase the quality of the food +1. How far did you guys get here? I mean, everything is done here. I'm still... I so want to, but no. It's more trouble than it's worth. I will, however, start digging out the... at least some of the biomes, like this one. I'm gonna leave obsidian, not obsidian, but abyssalite walls, but I'm going to start getting rid of the biomes themselves. This will not affect the background temperature, but it will make more space for gases to settle in. I should also do the same thing over here, since this is actually part of my base, but because water was collecting here, I didn't touch it, and I should. And I would rather not spill the water inside, so we'll do this number. We were considering making this into an aquarium, but that aquarium requires algae to work, because fishes eat algae. This is on a higher this isn't on a higher priority, but it should be. Why did I put steel here? Man, okay, fine. Iron ore here, steel over there. Maybe that was what I was supposed to be doing. Refined metal, iron, lead. Manufactured material. Steel. We have enough for one bunker door. As you can see, it's not very wide. And I think I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 tiles. No, I got it perfect. Yeah, I got it right. They do connect with each other, so this edge doesn't matter. I should also make a suit checkpoint here, but that's for later. I could make a jetpack checkpoint here, since they will be working in space. An Atmos suit will be a necessity. So an Atmos suit checkpoint would be a good idea here. And it also means I will have to pump oxygen up here. Uh, how much oxygen is being diverted? Not that much, but all the oxygen I divert up there means it's not going to the base. Hmm. I was thinking about making that jacuzzi, but now the water is actually too cold for a jacuzzi. I think it's 30 something, 35 degrees. It has to be for them to be comfortable in. It's actually a nice way of cooling water passively. It's not really passive, but you know what I mean. Okay, how is this thing going along? Okay, so this is moving along as reasonably fast as it can be. They need a ladder here to proceed. So this abyssalite goes all the here, so we will free this up, and then we'll dig down, make all of this one giant cave, which leaves us with more rooms to build in, and it also makes things a lot more sensical, and it allows a lot of gases to settle. It will be giving us the message that we're not making enough oxygen because there will be so much more room that the gases will need some time to pressurize again. Okay, so there is one thing that clay never fixed, and that is that you can build tiles diagonally without being adjacent to them. And that's a really nice way of avoiding spilling something that's in the middle tile. So we're gonna leave that alone and we're gonna come back later to it. How's the refinery going? Are you refining? Yeah, you are. Gonna line up more steel to be made. If you're wondering why I'm always putting it on 10, 10 is 1 ton. So it allows me to do to keep track of it. One is 100 kilograms, 10 of it is a ton. So if I put on 10, that means I've used up 1 ton of materials. Ah, and this is working now. It's entering at -12, it's exiting at 25. And you can see temperature is dropping. 23, and then it's rising again because this thing is being pumped out. And then it goes back in into here, and it's being pumped back in. It's actually having trouble keeping up. That's okay. We want this to collect as much heat as possible, carry it here, and then this to decrease it again. So it's a temperature exchange essentially. It would be even more effective if this was petrol, but I'll do fine with water. Not petroleum. Yeah, because this is gas and not liquid, it will take some time for this to actually do what it needs to do. But as long as this is doing its job, this will work just fine. As you can see that the heat isn't being transferred out of here. Gases are less efficient in heat transfer than liquids are, though. And the water that's coming out is coming at 75 degrees, so that's a comparison. Okay, so let's see here. Do we have enough for the... Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Perfect. Gonna put this here. We're gonna need to make glass next for the solar collectors. It'll be here. There we go. And that needs automation. Also needs a power. Where I completely forgot about that little detail. But that's fine, because we have to run power here anyway for everything else, so that's just dandy. But it has a significant power need. But since there will be a power plant over here, I can just reroute part of that power over here. We will be making a secondary power plant over here for the purposes of this. And then we will join them up together with this one. So we're gonna put everything on the same power grid. I'm actually considering maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just put a transformer and just run the power normally and route the power as originally intended. But for the time being, when this is running, there is no reason for me not to put it directly into and then just later on connect it. So it's fine. I think I just need the glass for the solar power. I actually have enough, curiously enough. So we'll put that here. Actually, we're gonna put it one lay on the side, just because I think there has to be a gap because of how the light falls. I'm not really sure if that's true or not. It didn't seem to make a difference before, but you know, it'll also look nicer if they are a bit further away from each other. I flooded everything. Where is this falling? Nowhere important. Perfect. Printables. Nobody important. See? That did exactly what I wanted it to, and now I want to extend this wall down. We'll put it like here. And that'll be our water tank. I'm just trying to think how to do it without ruining anything. Because I would rather not lose any of this water inside, but I do need to make a way into this place. I'm guessing I'm gonna make a hole here, close it, let the water drop in, and when there is enough room here, then I'm gonna bust it through there. I think that's gonna work. Hopefully. We will see. We will see. We don't have any more pinches. That's fine. We have pufflets. We have dense pufflets, none of which we care about. We have some shovels drilling around the base, which is fine. They're not really eating anything. This little guy is little guy is getting larger now. I'm glad I got it because this one is old.